Okay, so welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Amandeep Singh. So let us start, friend, the question of the day. So let f from R to R be a function. Okay, be defined as fx, which is equal to x square sine 1 upon x if x is not equal to 0, and 0 if x is equal to 0. Okay, then which of the following statement is correct? Okay, then option A is f is surjective function, option B is f is bounded, and option C is the derivative of f exists and is continuous on R. Option D, x belongs to R, fx is equal to 0 is finite set. Okay, so what we have to do first, we have to check, we have to given the function f from R to R. So the function R, fx is equal to x square sine 1 upon x if x is not equal to 0 and x is equal to 0 to 0. Okay, so then clearly f from R to R, because function from R to R, so therefore if we put any value like x approaches to x approaches to minus infinity or infinity, then this function becomes infinity, because we know sine theta are lie between -1 to 1. Okay, uh, so yes, when we put infinity here, so it becomes limit x approaches to infinity, x sine 1 upon x, 1 upon x, then it becomes 1 at x approaches to infinity. So the function which is left are only x. Okay, so it means it is infinity, it means the function is unbounded, but according to second option the function is bounded, means it is wrong. Okay, so now let us check option D, which say x the set where x belongs to R, fx is equal to 0 is finite set. It means the element, the set of the elements in which my function fx is equal to 0, when we put the value of x in f, this set is finite, means the number of element of this set is finite. Is it possible? So let us take the value of x, let us take the value of x is equal to 1 upon n pi, where n is any integer. If we put the value in a particular fx, then this becomes f 1 upon n pi, it is equal to 1 upon n pi to the whole square sine n pi, and we very well know sine pi, sine 2 pi, and sine n pi where n belongs to integer are 0. So it means because integers are infinite, so when we put the value of 1 upon n pi, then this set is, then this function is 0, means we can say for infinite many value of x this function is 0. So therefore option D is also wrong. Okay, now talk about option C. Option C say the derivative of f exists and is continuous on R, means derivative of fx is also continuous R. Can we say it? If we talk about this option, so fx is given x square sine 1 upon x when x is not equal to 0. We talk about only if x is not equal to 0. So therefore let us check f dash x, which is equal to x square cos 1 upon x minus 1 upon x square. Okay, plus sine 1 upon x 2x. The derivative of fx is this, so when we cancel it, so it becomes 2x sine 1 upon x minus cos 1 upon x. Is it okay? So it is f dash x. Okay, now so clearly f is differentiable function because its derivative is possible. Okay, now we check is it continuous or not. So for this limit x approaches to 0, f dash x should be exist, because before continuity function or the limit of the function should exist. Okay, So we have to check it, is it exist or not. For when we put the value x approaches to 0, so this function will 0, this function will become 0. Okay, this becomes 0. And when we put the value limit x approaches to 0, so it becomes cos infinity, it becomes cos infinity. Now we doesn't know any value of cos infinity, because we very well know कि जो cos theta है, cos theta are lie between -1 to 1, but we not know the exactly value of cos infinity. Is it it is in the interval of -1 to 1, but we not exactly know, because in between -1 to 1 there are infinitely many number, है ना. So therefore we can't say about continuity is exist. So therefore option C is also wrong. It means option A is true. So thank you.